Yeah, there's so many happenings in our community, the country, ranging from politics, education, religion.
Okay, so like I said, welcome back. Welcome back. We have to adjust ourselves on the Facebook page. Our man Gonkana Lawrence to play will also be here with us. And of course, he's going to be shooting live from Senegal City, the county's capital. We want to say welcome again to Talking Point this afternoon here on Radio Saclepea FM 101.5, your district giant radio, and of course, Nimba D-9 TV, your premier online television. We are live and want to say today, welcome as we will be discussing so many trending issues across the country and in our own setting here, Nimba County. We want to say welcome. My name is Incredible Uriah Boa Jr. I'm going to be joined by my man Lawrence to play, and together we will bring you the program Talking Point. We want to say welcome again. Today we're going to be exclusively looking at two major issues. Two major issues we'll be looking at today. We're going to be looking at firstly the issue of the Yahweh Mesono event, right? The Yahweh Mesono event, the elders of the 10 towns in Yahweh Mesono statutory district went together yesterday and had a meeting, a very consultative meeting, that they should get one person among the two children that hail from that part of Nimba County to go into the senatorial by-election instead of two persons coming from the scene and going there. They decided yesterday to have that meeting, and they came up with the appointment yesterday between Madam Elif Gonglo Way and that for Honorable Matanoke Tingban. Yesterday they came up with the decision, and of course we're going to be looking at that. But we just tell me our man Lawrence, and we will be going into our discussion quickly. We are just telling me. Former Representative Roger Doman was appointed from the previous stage, that was in February 2024, as the Assistant Minister of Administration at the Ministry of Health. And that appointment was made last February. And to our surprise, all right, our man Gonkana Lawrence to play. Our man Lawrence is on the screen. Let us add Lawrence on the screen. All right. So good for all Lawrence on the screen now. Like I said, if you want to know the importance of technology, just tune into Nimba D-9 TV, and you're going to catch all of our live happenings. You're going to see our man Lawrence on the screen, and likewise myself from studio on the screen. Lawrence, good afternoon and welcome to Talking Point.
Yes, Uriah, thank you. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to those who are also following on the television. And good afternoon to our listeners across Saclepea District 7.
All right, today Lawrence and I are on the Talking Point here, and we're going to be looking at the issue of the appointment, that is the preferment between Honorable Matanoke Tingban and that for Honorable Madam Edith. They are no Gonglo Way. I tell you, people already started calling already. We're going to be looking at that issue. Yesterday, the elders of the 10 towns in Yahweh Mesono district went together and decided to bring out one person that will go from that in. And that particular person was Mana Edith Gonglo Way. They decided yesterday to carry Mana Edith Gonglo Way in the upcoming senatorial by-election, that is she will be the one from Yahweh Mesona Statutory District to go into the by-election instead of two children from that particular range going into the election. And also, we're going to be looking at the issue from the Liberal Anti-Corruption Commission, wherein former Representative Roger S.W. Domani was placed among those who were suspended for not declaring their asset. So, Lawrence, welcome to the show this afternoon. We're going to be looking at that issue. What do you personally make of the issue of the elders preferring Madam Edith Gongoloway to represent Yahweh Mesona Statutory District?
Yes, Uriah. When you reported that yesterday, I think I followed the conversation, and I must admit that without being biased, you know, those are two great children of Nimba, especially District number 9, and their participation in the elections. This has been something that those people in that part of Nimba have been trying to, curtail. I can remember during the by-election in 2020, they also decided to talk with the former superintendent of Nimba County, Dodi Kopo, and Mana Ide Gonglo Wei. Again, it did not materialize, and the both. And they are coming to talk, or they have decided to, support a particular pricing, which of course, normally you will see that happening in election, whether the elder decided that they will support a particular pricing. The matter of fact that those two names mentioned have their own supporters, they have their own fan base in that particular area. So it will be difficult that all of them will decide to vote for, or they will decide to support a particular president that the elders have decided to support. But here is it. Obviously, you will see the elders choosing either Gongoloway. Why is it they are always choosing either Gongoloway? These are questions that comes to people's mind. But why would Ile Gongoloway be choosing? She have contested several times and yet to get that favorable result. But why the elders of that part of Nimba County keep putting her in front of her peers? And I think from my own perspective, it is because she have been into the elections for a couple of times, and others may say experienced player is the best. So, and Aaron Mantona Getingman, former representative as well, have tested power, and he has the experience as well in governance, especially in the legislature, and that will also be a good one if the chance is given to him. But mind you, Ide Gongoloway so far in the entire Nimba County was the only person to have gone neck to neck with the late senator. That shows how strong she was in the previous elections. She has been very, very much productive when it comes to putting out the numbers, despite all of the talks that can come out after election. She will leave and go to America, and as always put out that big fight against the former senator. And now the senator is no more. And people are also looking at her, but this is the argument that more Nimbayans are looking at both here and in the diaspora. During the 2023 general presidential elections, it was critical for Nimba, knowing further where Nimba County was represented in the election. On the higher seat, the vice president. Then he was selected as vice running mate to the president, which of course I can say 80 to 90% of Nimbayans decided to support the rescue mission. That was their plan because they felt their son was on the ticket and they need to support their own. But unfortunately, after the first round, Ide Gongoloway did not support the call for the election of the rescue ticket. This is where most of our supporters, especially in the Saclepea belt, there are some notable names that supported Ide Gongoloway during the 2020 senatorial election. Now they are backing off. I wish I can call names here now. There are a lot of people in Saclepea. What they expected of her was either just remain silent or you support the rescue mission. That was the decision most of our supporters, especially in Nimba, felt she was going to do. But unfortunately for her or for them, she did not do. which of course it is all right. But now it is now Nimba issue. Those were the same Nimba people that were calling upon her to support the rescue mission, their interests. It is now time that she come to the Nimba people to talk to them for for consider her to contest or to support her. And it lies now in a very difficult one. I can see either Gonglo Way to be one of the tough or the contender for the seat, but that alone will hinder. I'm speaking from my own perspective. That alone will hinder her success. But I can tell you, either Gonglo Way cannot be strong woman. She know how to move, and knowing the fact that there will be a lot of candidates coming to the election, who knows? It might be a time, but it's going to be a very difficult one, Uriah.
Okay, that's the voice of Lawrence to play. Let's recognize some of our followers on Facebook page. You know, the guys been there. Seth Genevieve Q. Davis, one of the strong sponsors of this broadcast. I want to say thanks to you. And Charles W. Dan said, good afternoon, Talking Point team. This is Charles W. Dan following from Saclepea City. And Hilary Parker is also following us. Says Genevieve Q. Davis is following us from the University of Liberia campus. And Aaron Sarah says, Gian say, great show, interesting topic. I'm following from Saclepea. And Sion Combre Emeritus says, thanks for the show, guys. That is a very good decision from the elders of that district that will yet a positive and victorious result against Representative Sam Koga. And of course, Austin D. Stevens said, my good guys, thanks for the show. And of course, Evangelist G. Dowan Cooper says she is a failure in terms of politics in Nimba. And Sarah says the audio was playing in the backyard. Please check on it. It is your promote. And of course, all right, he said it is the promo. The promo is playing in the backyard. Thank you, Sarah. And of course, Bob V. Samuels is also following us live. I want to say thanks to you. April Fode is also following from Monrovia, Liberia. So today we are looking at that particular issue. Lawrence, like you said, you spoke from your own perspective. And Lawrence, in the first place, like you said, many Nimbians we have that problem on Madam Ide Gonglo Way, especially the issue of, let's say, going back to America whenever election is over, and she don't that's the views of citizens we've been getting. Especially I conducted an opinion poll this one time on this particular talking point, and many citizens expressed that particular grievance. And they are saying she normally don't live in a country whenever election is over. That is, the only time you will see her in a country is election time. Quoting from them. And also, like you said, their second concern is the issue of supporting the rescue mission, because Nimba went together and supported. Nimba voted the rescue mission. Immensely, they voted the rescue mission in a huge number. And they expected her as a daughter of Nimba, for which they believe in, to also follow their footsteps, especially when her brother she was supporting, Honorable Tiawan Seye Gonglo, couldn't make it in the election, couldn't make it to the runoff. He decided to pledge his support to the Unity Party. And instead of her following the footsteps of her brother, for which she supported from the onset, she instead went to the CDC. That is where, as well, many of Nimba have that particular problem with her. But we're going to get the citizen view today. I hope to also conduct an open opinion poll on the street of the various cities in Nimba and also in their district as a whole. But that is the issue many Nimbians have with Mana Ide Gonglo Way. And yesterday, what was interesting yesterday, Lawrence, was the citizen, the people, the elders that conducted the opinion poll excluded the elders and citizens of Glaze Dopie to show how somewhere of the other transparent they were. They excluded the elder of Glaze Dopie not to partake in the process, because one way or the other, one might have that miss or this feeling that this person or one person that is supporting either of the side may have the feeling that they are in favor of either of those people. So they decided to exclude the citizens, the elders of Glen Zopie from that particular meeting, and it was conducted among the 9 towns of district, that's Yahweh Mesono Statutory District, including 3 villages. So after the meeting yesterday, the results were announced. And we have an exclusive interview with those elders who conducted the meeting. One of the other, having a situation of such, people may not all come to one decision. One may have the feeling that either his or her political leader were let down or whatever the case. But you always observe that. But we're going to get that view here, by the way, today on that particular issue. We are not saying, we are not the ones saying that people have that particular problem with Mana Eve Gongro way. But it is the citizen view we have been getting on a particular show and in an opinion pool. So that we said we're going to be discussing 2 major issues. We'll get all of you comments. Those are complaining that we are not reading your comments. We'll get all of you comments. But Lawrence, the other issue is former Representative Roger S.W. Doman was in February 2024 appointed as the Assistant Minister of Administration at the Ministry of Health. And that particular appointment didn't hold because of several other what we call political fights. And yesterday, to our surprise and dismay, we saw an official list of those who are suspended due to not declaring their asset. That Representative Roger W. Doma was still serving that particular position, and he was also part of the suspension list. Lawrence, what do you make of this from the Liberal Anti-Corruption Commission?
Yes, Ryan. I think it's a grieving issue, and there are a lot of people expressing disbelief. They are expressing, their thought on that issue. But just to make a clarification, he was appointed as Deputy Minister for Administration at the Ministry of Health. If you thoroughly go through that list, you will get to know that there were a lot of mistakes. I don't know whether it's from the Anti-Corruption Commission or it's from the official website of the Executive Mansion or from the executive, because I know the executive is the one close of the authority to appoint. So it keep beating my imagination, and there are a lot of thoughts keep running through my head that something is wrong somewhere. Because even if you look on the list, the current city mayor of Danta, name, different name is there. One out of Davis Pega or something. There is a different name there.
Yeah, Davis Pega, who is the statutory superintendent of Saclepea, man, is the one who was suspended for Ganta City as the city mayor.
Yeah, so you saw his name there. And one Law Bentu as well, name appeared as superintendent of Nimba County. So, all may say it's an error, but again, critics and people who analyze and think faster will have to think the other way, and some of us will have to think the other way, and not just seeing it from the error perspective, but seeing it from the overall. This is a government entity, and let me say, yes, the Anti-Corruption Commission is clear with the authority to prosecute or to investigate cases that are relating to corruption. And of course, you know that it is by law that you must declare your asset once you are a public official, you are appointed by the government. So that go a bit to the issue of, I want to dive to the issue of Doma, saga. Doma was appointed around February, around the 16 or 17, something like that. His name came out as Deputy Minister for Administration at the Ministry of Health. But 1 week later, there was a serious battle of who's going to take that post, and later on, Madam Miata Morris of Bon County, Ordinance was preferred to be the Deputy Minister. But this is the question: from the period of appointment up to present is exclusive 1 year or 1 year plus.
Definitely.
Why would those people name still be misplaced on those legal documents? In other countries occurring, those people that name were placed on the anti-corruption or commission list, they have the right to sue the government or to sue that entity. Yes. So it tells us that there are a lot of clandestine acts that are going on. I think the executive is not aware of it. There are some appointments that were made in this government. If you look thoroughly, you will get to know the president is not even aware. For me, what I know is that.
Just end up quickly. Then you will just drop and just send a link to Melish as well to join this live and want to join. So just conclude and then you just send a link so the both of you can join.
Mary just tested me. I will send a link to him. So let me just conclude. So in my own belief, I'm speaking as an individual, and what I've analyzed, I feel that there are some appointments in this government that the president of the Republic of Liberia is not aware. You will have to see it the other way. You will talk it any way you want to talk it. But I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from what I've observed. There was some appointment in this particular government. The president, His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Yuma Buaka, is not aware of it. I must say that clear on this media, because if you thoroughly look at some of those, if you look at the listing, we have 457 plus people. They moved by the executive is welcoming. That's a very good one to suspend people who are not willing to declare their asset. If you look at those suspended people, the government will be saving around 28,000 plus, 228,000 United States dollar plus. I did a calculation on a maximum of 500. Those who are suspended, maybe they're paying them 500 USD, and you do your calculation, you'll be talking about 228,000 that the government will be saving. That's a very good move. But then the motive. So if the particular listing that was released error can be there, then who knows that those names that have been suspended, who knows where the money will go? Maybe error will count, the money will go somewhere too. Yeah, because if error can count the listing, then why error can count on the money issue? So that's a very good move from the executive, but I think they need to double up, and those involved with those kind of big mistakes need to be dismissed. Not even need to be suspended, need to be dismissed.
Lawrence?
Yeah.
You are having a little problem, but thank God you are back. But I just sent a link to Melish anyway. And like you were saying, you stop around. There are a lot of appointments that the president of Liberia is not aware of. Let me get our Melish on the screen very shortly, and we move on with this discussion.
Yeah. So should I continue?
All right. I think Melish is now on the screen. And it's a wonderful presentation today. We will be going to 3 churches today with this exclusive edition of Talking Point. Melish, good afternoon. Welcome to Talking Point.
Good afternoon, you are Lawrence. Thanks for having me this afternoon on Talking Point.
All right, today, Melish, we are looking at 2 major issues that have to do with, number one, the decision from the elders in Yahweh Mesona Statutory District between Honorable Timba and Madam Edith Gongolo Wei, as they prefer Madam Edith Gongolo Wei to represent the statutory district and go into the senatorial by-election. And also, we call that mistake from the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission yesterday by placing several other officials' names onto their website as part of the suspension list. Melish, let's just take up to speed firstly on the issue of the statutory district, that's Yahweh Mesona Statutory District. What's your take on that?
Yeah, thank you so much for the discussion. For me, I was so much surprised when I got the information that Madam Ile Gongolo was preferred to contest from that particular region. When I was in Zikepa, a few days ago, I was in Zikepa, where the San Quato Agriculture Body People, they were able to even launch that project where the Minister of Agriculture was in Sampa. So I was also doing a survey asking some of those citizens who is the best choice, who can they carry, And I even appear on Radio Yahoo Messlon where we discuss a couple of issues where some people suggested that our Matona Getima was the best person that they will be carrying in the election. But what he needed to do was to get to the elders, people he had difference with, go and settle the difference with them, like the Guaglo family and other people that he had issue with, to go and settle with it. And a later time they'll go and talk to Madam Ile where to step down so that he, Matona Getima, can be able to contest. Quite interested when I heard yesterday that Madam Ile was preferred. I don't know from what background they came up with. I don't know whether Matona Getima will be able to accept that particular decision that he will step down for to allow Madam Ile to contest. That is a very good debate, and we hope that they will be able to find a very suitable ground to see how best they can be able to address the issue, to see who will be the face of them for that particular region. More especially lower Nimba County, if they're having to conclude on who to become the only candidate for that particular region to go into the by-election. So as it stands, names continue to come out for this by-election, so it will be in our own good interest, knowing fully whether our Matona Getima is from that particular place of it, where Madam Ile is from. They are a close neighbor. So if the two of them can be able to come together and say they are going into the process, it will be like they just wasting their own time. That is the same issue with Honor Garrison Yelu and Honor Koga Foundation number Foundation for Upper Nimba County. So if the two of them can be going in the process, they will be like they just drop in the ocean. But we hope that they'll be able to come up with that particular decision, whether Matona Getima will be able to accept that particular decision as to whether he will step down and allow Madam Ile to contest. Is a very good thing. I hope to see the result from them.
And gentlemen, this is for example, I don't know, I'll say a repetition of what happened before, because it happened between the same Madam Ile way and that of Honorable D. Dog Cooper in the 2020 by-election, like Lawrence said. And Honorable Dog Cooper never accepted the decision. And this is the same situation. And yesterday, in an interview with the elders, they admitted to us that the first decision was taken by only elders from Glaze-Dopie. But yesterday, they said Glaze-Dopie elders went together and decided to call all of the elders from the various towns, the 10 towns and 3 villages in Yahoo Messlon Statutory District. And they were the one that took the decision, excluding Glaze-Dopie elders. So the question now is, will Honorable Tingma accept this result from you guys in analysis or own thinking? Beginning with Lauren.
Okay.
Uriah, you know, the Constitution provides that you are at liberty to contest in any elections once you meet the criteria. So it is his right to accept or not to accept. But from my own analysis, Honorable Tingma is a good guy, and he had a potential. He's been into elected position before, but not at this level. One may say not at this level. It would be good if a particular person is selected and the other person agreed. I think it would be a very good decision. But for my own analysis, I don't think Honorable Tingma will give way, because you know there is a political issue. He will not give way for all indication. If he will contest, he will not give way. But let's see whether both of them will contest, because we are all just assuming that they will contest. It's not confirmed. Once it is confirmed now, then. But I can tell you that Honorable Tingma will not give way to Ile Gonglo way to contest or to be the only candidate from that part of Nimba.
All right, Mele, let's get to you on your own view.
So as it relates to that, you know, I communicated with the former senatorial candidate who participated in the by-election, who came in full place. That's James Halewanga, Mr. James B. Halewanga, where he, according to him, he said he's supporting our Matona Getima in the by-election. But if they haven't come out to a decision as to who they will be able to carry as a lone candidate, he'll be able to pledge his support. And during that time, like I said, I was in Saclepea when I interacted with some of those our maternity man will be the one to contest. But like I said, it is surprising that Madam Illegal will be contesting from that part of the county. But that is it. Everyone have the right to contest. They can come into the process and then exercise their political right.
All right.
So
So going to the issue
lastly, and lastly,
yeah.
this election, I can say it is one of the election that will answer so many questions within Nimba County. The passing of the listening Prince Jermaine Johnson, who many thought he was the godfather, and most of the people say he was a godfather. He was self-proclaimed godfather. He was not voted upon because what he did for people of Nimba County, they decided to refer to him as a godfather. And this is it. During that time, Senator Johnson will say this person should contest and this person will win. It will affect the county both politically, both religious, and so many aspects. So this election, it will answer that question as to whether Nimbayans can decide on their own, as to whether Nimbayans can make decisions without being influenced by any other person. I heard some saying that the vice president, because I'm on a university campus from Nimba University, the debate around the corner now is who was Senator Johnson, who were vice president who support in the particular by election, and if the vice president decides to support a particular candidate, it will be answering another question. Whether Vice President Jeremiah Kun will not be referred to as a godfather for Nimba County. That is another aspect. So, if you have a candidate from that particular region, for maybe Yahoo Mesno, and coming up, and the person is not being supported by the vice president, and the person becomes victorious, that is saying the vice can decide on their own. Or if the vice president decides to support this candidate, and say this person should be the person to be voted for the position, and the person emerged victorious, definitely people refer to Kun as the godfather for Nimba County, replacing the listener Johnson. So it will be so many things that will be answering. And the vice president needs to see how best he can be able to play a role well. If you have to support the person lost the election, you will also be lost relevant. And if you want to step aside to see the process going on, it will also be another thing because he is also a vice president. He is the vice president for the country and not the county. And so many people look at it to be different way, but we hope to see how it will play out for both candidates from the county.
You're right. And yeah, Lawrence. Yeah, so the CEO of Nimba D-9 TV, Ambassador Edmond Bawi, is also on the stream, and we will get to him very shortly to say hi to the people of Saclepea, Nimba, Liberia, and live. CEO, good afternoon.
Well, it's a pleasure way to say good afternoon to all of you, and thanks for you all who are not on yellow mileage. You can just mute yourself to have a very quality broadcast. This is important for us all to weigh into the conversation this afternoon. And I like to say it's time for peace, it's time for unity, it's time for love across Nimba. A lot is happening into our country, and not just Liberia, but the world at large. This may be the first of its kind for you to hear that a government that has come in power in the United States of America has now suspended all of USAID programs. USAID has been working with the government and people of Liberia and several other countries from around the world, providing different aid and different support. Liberia is now at a crossroad, especially a developing country. We are not a developed country, we are a developing country. So it's just a word of caution for all those political actors to know that right now, Liberia is at a crossroad, and it is time for all of us to be able to see through the Liberia first, beyond everything. That's just why I wanted to weigh in. I'd like to say thank you, Uriah, for going to do the fact finding in Glaze of Pierre. And Thank you so much to your panelists, CEO, the big boss himself, Melish Ball, whose birthday was yesterday. And Uriah, thank you. Congratulations to you being appointed and preferred to lead the people of Saclepea in the era of sports. And thanks to Onrokwa and the rest of the team out there, to our prolific Lawrence to play. We'd love to say thanks to you all. I just wanted to weigh in that to say let peace hold. Let peace be our lead. Liberia is at the crossroad. But yes, we are making some scraps. Thank you so much, and I'm out.
Thank you so much. That was the voice of the founder and CEO of the One Nimba House Media Incorporated that owns and operates Nimba D-9 TV. But Laura Melish, before going to the film line, let's quickly get your thought as well on the issue from the Anti-Corruption Commission. I don't know who called that mistake that was made yesterday by suspending several other leaders who are there in that particular position. What do you make of that issue? Melish, you have to unmute yourself.
Like I said, for me, if that is the aspect we consider being mistake is not to be made, but when it is made, it has to be considered. So if the people are saying that it was mistake or oversight, that's nice, but it should not be done at the detriment for other people, because if you feel that people need to be still being placed on the board and them person be oversight in a position, it will not be fair for the country. So there's things that they be able to work it out and see how best they can address themselves to that issue. It will not be able to happen in next time.
All right, so we only have 6 minutes to go to 4 o'clock. Like I said, we'll go a little more, but we have to go to the film line. But Lawrence, maybe you want to say something before going to the film line.
Yeah, let me just wait in maybe a minute. I listen to Melish and stress a lot of important points, but I just want to say this. For my own analysis, what we are hearing, the vice president will support a particular candidate, but it will not be, visible. He will do it on the ground. And yeah, it will not be public. The vice president will support a particular candidate, and I got that from an inside source of the Unity Party that they will emerge to support a particular candidate, but they are yet to come up with that candidate name. Who knows? Probably it can be Mana either go away or anyone. But yes, man, the vice president will support.
So if you say Manan Ile Gongolo, which party are you talking about? So the same reason that this number 5 representative Koga have now joined MDR to be preferred to be the preferred candidate. That
Yeah,
always
but
happening.
yeah, man, but who knows? Who knows? They might choose her, but I'm just kidding. So like I said,
All right.
Before that, it will also be interesting to know that what I've been hearing is that the people of Nema County are saying that MDR belongs to people of Nema County. Unity Party there's not Unity Party base. Unity Party base not yet, but there's MDR base. So MDR will be the one to bring the candidate in, or who is the most preferred person to contest on the party ticket for this election in Nema County. There's not Unity Party issue. And if the person coming up, then the vice president will have to support someone from Unity Party.
so man, not just keep holding and pulling. The United Party and India will support a particular candidate because they were in a collaboration in 2023. So I sure they will have a collaboration.
But
So yeah, you
you say they will support the individual, but it should be for Unity Party angle, because most of the people who contested on Unity Party they didn't win any position in the county. But who contested MDR won most of the position. So it be like get a space of Unity Party this time around.
yeah, let me
All right. So, gentlemen, we have to stop there and take some calls. 07777 You're listening to our 2 topics on a discussion. 07777 07777 Call and make your point. Go straight to the point. Don't say anything that you know. Hello? Your name, where you call from? Timothy, welcome.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Thanks to all of the panelists who are providing all of the Maybe I went there and I traveled to places. When I started finding this, I thought we went for food because we understood that the two people are inspired from that same community. We don't suppose it always happen. But luckily for us, we met the people in coloring that they are here for almost the same purpose instead of one person, not aspiring to contest. And we're waiting. Actually, this after I did that, people can get the see of selling this into the price. And after that, we started talking about the outcome. And yes, the outcome was revealed to us, thereby favoring Madam Congo were to contest the election with the backing of the people of Mesno. But there were mixed views at the year where the main from the public.
I'm not bring out of news though.
This view where the activity was not sincere because the president who was favored is the president who fed the gallery and the person who transported the people to and fro the gallery. So for this, they did not fair. People are saying critically analyzing the activity. Those people should have been neutral in any form of support in the current election process. But if they don't have the means of remaining neutral in terms of polish that or collected equal amount on the tools that they are trying to get. But that was not the case because the very star that was favored is the star of sponsor the activity. So Tata and Loka is not really sincere. But actually it's a food exercise. And again, everyone has the right, the Marine said, to contest in every given contest that comes out as a Nigeria. So telling somebody to step down, one person to step down, one person to go, I think it would be a violation of that person who is telling the step down the right. So violation of rights is not really good, and it would bring up this city and more other things. So that's why we pray that traditionally, on the Timber, maybe if they tell him he can accept to step down, so it will be, remember, it will be an infringement on his plan. And maybe for the sake of peace, because it happened for the first time, 2020, so they began to step down. Again, for that time, it was only people were ready to step down. But he did not accept, and he actually contested in that race, along with another Peter Cooper. So this time around, however it is, since it is the entire national, maybe we'll wait to see the outcome after they have reached to another team. Let's see what will be the gradual sense towards that whenever the decision of the DPJ. On the other hand, not to pull you on the line, LACC was in very error to publish people who are not even serving position name on a succession. For example, Honorable Jefferson G. Gogo Sr., they nominated him as district inspector of Master District, and he immediately declined the position. I was right in studio when he pronounced that, and I want to him through that interview. So clearly, it's an indication that Honorable Jefferson G. Gogo Sr. is not working. While on LACC list, you see Honorable Jefferson G. Gogo name as a suspended official as a mayor of Capital. So I can't consider that as an error because when the data people do the work with that, they're going to be taken to the head for perusal. They head into peruse the list critically and see what's going on before publishing that. But first, you want to tell me that the head cannot peruse anything in consultation with executive marshal or the higher authority who can appoint people. So I don't see that as an error. It was an intentional thing that they did. So they need to the head of that particular entity, that craft institution, that integrity institution, the head needs to be sacked from the position.
All right, ready.
lose a job. Seven is a lose a job as President Praga.
All right.
Taking those tasks in terms of that. So you really like when people work, you need to read very well before you do anything. Like I need to be stuck. If they hear you start stuck, we're going to lead an advocate that I have to stuck. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. 07777 is the number to put you to. 07777 call and make your point here this afternoon. 07777 997 is the number to put you to. So to make a point that before closing up the show, we will get to that to discuss a bit. But let's get a caller's views and then we will get to that later. 07777 997 is the number to put you to. 07777 997. Let's recognize Printers and Non-Dua is following from Monrovia, Liberia. That's one of our sponsors. That guy is very strong. And Kazwalegbe Panachopist is also following us live. Let's talk to this caller. Hello, caller. Your name and where have you joined us from? Yeah, let's hear you. Yeah, let's hear you, Chief.
When it comes to Don Cooper and the court, he and Don Cooper to take just decision again, and he refused to listen to them. Somewhere right here or our Martinez Timber family used to contest us. One of the senators in the Timber family, and we are seeing that Martinez Timber step down and they will not be careful for them to discriminate. This time when this new council election was used, and what you do, the district and also the country and Lord and go America. So when they say that Martinez Timber to step down, it will not be careful to them in the Limba country because they are definitely respect them when it comes to decision when they set it all aside for us to deal with people. So coming around telling Martinez Timber to step down, it will not be helpful to them with district number 9.
All right.
So it's not point this afternoon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Omino. 07777 997 is the number to put you to. 07777 997. Call and make a point here this afternoon on Talking Point. As you listen to our two major stories we are on this afternoon, the issue of Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission providing list of those who are adding in that particular position. Let's talk to this caller. Oh my God, we lost this call. 07777 997 is the number to put you to. 07777 997. You saw it, and a lot of people. The list just more, and the people are not in that particular position. But you put a list of like as well as the issue on Duma. Duma is after his appointment as the deputy minister. Let's talk to this caller. Hello, caller. I don't know what is happening to this caller. 07777 997 is the number to put you to. I don't know what is happening to our land. But call 07777 997 to make a point here this afternoon. You listen to our two major issues. So Duma is not in that particular position as the Deputy Minister of Administration at the Ministry of Health. And how possible is that Duma name is on a list of suspension that he's not declared asset yet? Let's talk to this caller. Oh my God, I don't know what is happening to this line. 07777 997 is the number to put you to. And the issue of the elders' decision yesterday in Yahweh Mesonum Statutory District, you listen to that, and the elder decided clearly that Madam Edith Gonglo Way should be the one to contest from Yahweh Mesonum District. But like I said, to make a point, we get the views of other citizens as well in the town. And hello, caller. Hello. Good afternoon, your name and where you call from?
Thank you very much. This is also Sarah and Karatoro, and this afternoon for you for your very happy day.
Cyrus, welcome. Let's hear you.
I really appreciate you for your long this afternoon, and we appreciate your comment as well. And this is very clear. You know that I have a feeling that whenever poverty is intensified, in fact, all the always still. This is what happened to the elders of December 9 yesterday. The big thing is very clear. The decision was taken by the elders yesterday was that around like this. Yes. So that your comment was clear, and we still not remain steadfast, like we come to represent the people of Nimba in this by-election. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. 07777 Nana Suave is the number report you choose. 07777 Nana Suave. Oh my God, I mistakenly canceled the person. 07777 Nana Suave. So we get citizen view yesterday on that particular decision because purposely we went for an opinion pool. And in trying to conduct the opinion pool, we understood that the citizen, the elders were having such a meeting that or as to see who to represent the place or who to go and contest in the senatorial by-election among these two. And we got view of citizen. The citizen clearly admitted to us that even before the outcome of the meeting, before getting the outcome of the meeting, the citizen admitted that Ide were the one that sponsored the trip, that provide, for example, the feeding, the transportation, and what have you. So the elder came up with the decision, and to admit, so citizen said, once it is Ide that provide all of those things, for example, the funding for feeding, for transportation of those elders, they definitely that particular issue of was compromised. That was the view we get from some of the citizens, and they would insist. Let's talk to this caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Your name, where you call from?
Alive.
You are live, your name, where you call from?
Okay, I come from
Baptist Africa, welcome to Talking Point.
All three panelists, you guys are extremely well. Kudos to the people of District 9 for trying to narrow the political space, make it clear for the citizens to make choices. It's a process that they believe in. I hope it goes well for them. That's particularly part of it. Interested in it. Well, I mean, once a group of people come together and put this party once, they go for it. That's their business. I wish them all the best in their endeavor. So I like to speak a little bit clearly or very briefly about the various browsers. Like I said on yesterday I did a Facebook post when the issue came out. I think the folks at LCC that they realized error in their applications. So in the point that even if the data analyst department whatsoever, the leadership needed to go through it to verify it because it's a crucial process to orders on the impact of people. So I think they probably didn't do well there. To verify everything. To reduce the error, to make the work the kind of credibility that it deserves. Notwithstanding, I said yesterday that the chair of the LCC and the zone reached out to Honorable Duma, in a telephone conversation where she apologized to him for the error, and she said that today they were going to have a press conference to speak to those issues, and I think they had they had the press conference, I heard her clearly extending apologies to all those who were wrongly designated or who were wrongly placed on the list for whatever reason. But on the overall, I think the intention is good. The intention is good. The act itself of even releasing the list of non-compliant government officials is strange. We haven't seen it. I mean, it's commendable. We must appreciate the editing that we can recommend to them that they have to do it better. They have to be meticulous in what they do because they work there put us on the character of people. It also has to do a lot with the integrity of the institution itself. I will advise that even not just the asset declaration issue, but because the Liberian people believe so much in the work they do, they should be able to carefully evaluate what they put in the public. Some people were suspended for positions they don't occupy, and so forth. Even the superintendent was wrongfully, designated as someone who has not declared her asset, and she had an issue or release to that effect and so forth. But the intention is good. We can work on it. They can make it to look better. I'd like to commend the government for the fight against corruption. For example, at Nukai, the suspension there today, just minutes ago, around the executive mentioned Westside again, that the head of NAFA, Madam Emma Glasgow, has also been suspended for according to the chief financial and administrative incompetencies. So we can keep moving and getting the country better. But thank you guys for the show. My general is getting to be your thank you, man.
Thank you, Chief. Let's talk to the next caller. Hello, caller.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Your name and where you call from?
Good afternoon, Radio Saclepea. This is G. Stephen N. Brandon. I call you from Europa Community Saclepea.
Brandon, welcome to the show this afternoon. Let's hear you. Yes, Stephen, you are live.
Are you listening?
Yes, Stephen.
Yeah.
You are live.
Thank you so much for your show this afternoon, and my attention has been drawn to the decision that was made yesterday by some citizens of Yahweh Islam by saying that the statement should set aside the manipulate to come and wrong. We are exhausted making one decision that is toothless. Madam Ide came here 2011, and Madam Sadi told her at the time to give way to Honorable Dr. Polo. She refused. She did the same thing for the lady when she was asked by the citizens and the elders of the district to give way to Honorable Dr. to run. She refused. She came and lost. So right after everything, she left from here. She went to America, and it is the death of Senator Johnson that brought Madam Ide here. So if some of them are saying that she must not, because right, let me say after the war, let me say before the meeting, she went in place, she sent some people in Gawi, they took money and gave it to some elders that they even excluded the elders of Glay who were supposed to have held this meeting. So they just went, and I was saying Nicodemus said what they wanted to do. So we, the citizens of Yahweh Messon and Nima Kante, are supporting Honorable Timba. If Madam Ide wants to come here to support him because she has been giving money by some people that we are hearing that need to come here to support Honorable Timba's vote, we will not abide by it. She's coming on her own. Nobody is supporting her. She wants right after the election again to run away to go to America, and we will not tolerate that.
Thank you.
So she's on her own.
Thank you so much, Stevie.
Thank you.
All right. A lot more, a lot of points keep coming. My man Dixon is asking what happened to the website. Number of my brother only have a phone. Other phone have problem. So it's difficult these days to bring WhatsApp number and WhatsApp for you. But 0777777 is the number to put you through. 0777777. We're going to be wrapping up shortly to take our leave of you. So you can call now as you have the opportunity on Talking Point this afternoon here to discuss the issues. So we're going to be 3 minutes from now. We'll be taking our leave, and you listen to our points. You listen to that. Imagine, imagine Liberal Anti-Corruption Commission. Wow, yeah. I think like Mr. Sid rightfully said, they have to do those things in a proper way. Information that you are posting to the public, especially on the suspension of people should be the rightful one and should be those who are involved with those issues. On Doma, I read a copy, the clearance from the LACC after the declaration of the asset, and I saw that. And you come out to say he's serving as the Deputy Minister of Health at the Deputy Minister of Administration at the Ministry of Health, and then declare asset is just something strange. So that's it. And of course, the decision also there. In our former way, our people say the elders are wise. The elders speaks and people listen. So the elders have spoken, oh, you listen to them. And the people said, Manda Eden Gongulu, where you should go. Let on the thing man rest. 2029 on the thing man should run for representative position, and they're going to support him fully and fully. All right. Hello? Yeah, Timo. Yeah.
Press conference, the other state that feature by the LSCC. Playing with somebody intelligence on the Roma declare as a long term in December 18 in data. But coming out to sustaining is an issue of playing with the character. Rather than sustaining him for position which is on that step. We are definitely part of that position and no one said that position. Why will you publish the name as a suspended official because of declaration of assets, which of course the other position in here has already declared assets? That this carries a most time. Like I said, no amount of a politics, or a politics, or press conferences will say that. The only sense is to suspend Councilor Zo, even to dismiss Councilor Zo all our LACC position. That is anti-that is the vision. And corruption is not only about taking money. That list, publishing that list in a foreign manner is a corruption. And once she has started corruption right in that same anti-corruption office, it's a corruption. She needs to be dismissed for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's talk to this caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yeah, Nima, where are you calling from?
Hello.
Hello, caller. Nima, where are you calling from?
Oh, this in Monrovia.
Mr. Fadro, welcome to the show this afternoon.
Yeah, well, I started the show through the internet in Monrovia, our family, and I listened to two major points. Number one was the issues raised by the LACC mentioning on our domain on the listing.
Definitely.
Also regarding to the decision that was made in decision number 9 by some errors in decision number 9. I want to speak on two issues. The number one issue was the issue of the LACC. You know, the issue on Odoma were nominated, and they were there and they were on the website for more than 3 to 4 months or 3 months process. So if changes were made in the middle of the game for LACC, couldn't capture who was named the time. So that is reason on Odoma. They were placed, and I monitor the clarity made by the commission or the directors this morning on the show, OKFN show. So they will try to make some correction into it. And before I come to the second issue relating to Onokoga, I can make clear. Hello?
Yeah, you are live.
Yeah. So the issues about the decision made by the dealership or the LR in decision number 9, you know, our LRs are doing things that will not always bring satisfactory to that citizen in decision number 9. Well, always, man, away will sit down, plan no time the election, someone playing, doing the running around, you can't say you running, then they say, okay, your chance. Always, Wow. So I think so earlier too that also lasting to also come to the idea that we're not in politics, you must leave the race and they'll also be endorsing on our team. So there will be two competing statements in decision number nine. So you will tell me that only people from decision number nine, which my grades of the only qualified people, you always run them from the man of your who consumer or we are trying to tell them no. And will support on our Samuel Gongbe and will make sure and deliver decision number 8 on our Samuel Gongbe. Then I be doing a decision 19. Then we will do decision 8, decision 1, decision 17, and we will require a two song from that area. The thing happening with Dokobo and Manaido Congo West. Dokobo was all over in the country. The energy, some of police station were running. Then they area they took kangaroo and say, oh, we are carrying it. The energy is growing when Jeremiah comes again. That is the thing happening. People were thinking that Tingman was going to be the person for the video runner, but now there are two people from the same from the same community from the same time. So we are not wasting our time. We will talk to our people from all of districts, from all of areas to see how best we can give the seat to the other areas. The same man we was a argument that it is time for the man of people. It is time for the Geo people. Why do you be fighting? The only thing that man we can do is that you can wait for 2029. Then we all can support her. Then you can remove. You have to when you try not to do anything. You have to try a lot to the young people, to the elder and teenagers. So she will be the best person to stay on our young to age. They have to be strong. She say be strong and be active. Then she can be playing and trying a lot as well. In what I look at here is we always say there's a time for the balance people. There's a time for the Geo people. This one is the time for the Geo people who need to balance the full spirit in that area. So it's a time for the Geo people. They all get changed to the Geo people. For them to fight a man I say who will win. Then I say thank you very much for giving that opportunity.
Thank you so much for being a part. All right, so folks, this is all we have time for today's edition of Talking Point. It's been a wonderful presentation. Thanks to Mr. James Matali, who is following us from Complex City. And of course, Dixon Danga. Let's get some comments before going. Dixon Danga says, we can support Madam Edith Gonglo in Nimba politics because she is not a good politician. Let her please leave the citizen of mighty Nimba with her ever since story, okay? And of course, I guess some comments. Jeremiah Conan said, good afternoon, brother. I'm watching you live from Saclepea Gondon community beyond the Tuesday market. Thank you very much for informing us every day. The best person for the by-election is Madam Edith. And of course, Kouzualegbe says, so let Nimba people consider Honorable B. Magbrewon. And of course, Aaron Ziase manager, you are go wow. So because of my appointment as stadium manager of Johnny Boga School Stadium, the man already started calling me manager, I tell you. And of course, David Sua says, I just tuned in and would like to know for what a fat family exercise carried out in Glazopie and what was the outcome. And Obadiah will say, good afternoon. I'm watching you guys at my home. And let's get this person, Daniel P. Pebe says, whatever decision that has reportedly been taken by the Council of Elders in Yahweh Mesono, I hope all parties involved will hereby be, we adhere to it. Both of them going against each other will, against each other, let's get this comment correctly, against each other will simply be a waste of time. Though I'm not a supporter of the two persons from my hometown, but I wish whoever that was favor the very best. Glazopie can't continue to be in the news for the wrong reason. Let's respect the elders' decision, and it might just play out for you tomorrow, indeed. And Morrissey Martin say he's watching us from Flumpa Main Street, and Kona Kun say he's watching us from Morovia. We won them to come. And Newton B. Kebe say, good afternoon, Radio Saclepea and Nimba D-9 TV. And join you guys from Congo Town Peace Asle. Ambassador Edmond Wala we say, great presentation team. Indeed, Nimba D-9 TV is here to keep serving. And Jeremiah Pebe again said, let me say, Daniel Pebe again says, good afternoon, guys. I'm Daniel D. Pebe following the broker live from Mosbara. The mistake from LACC further exposes how weak and devastated our governance system is. Although it's good move from the executive to suspend all non-competent official, I hope some of them will lose their job for being defied. And of course, senior comment to say the guys from the LACC government are not serious and professional people. There are laws everywhere among governmental officials because of the corrupt act exhibited by them. No check and balance in their listing. So unprofessional and inexperienced people. Wow. Grigon Kanu say he's following us from Ganta. Before Kanwe say he's following us live from Rwanda. Though Thomas is also following. We cannot just get all of those comments, but we want to say thanks to all of you. Nimba Intellectual Parole, that's my boy, Boston Boy Pretty Jr. He said, hello, brother. Let the elders leave the people to come. Good to fight for yourself. And Abu Fufana says, keep it up, my friend. And Nimba Intellectual Parole again say, what else have to do with politics too now? I tell you, let's squeeze in this call and take our leave. Hello? Hello. Your name and where you call from? Hello. Oh my God, the person saying Aaron. Different in our person talk. Okay, so that's it, folks. This is all we have time for. I want to say thanks to all of the team at Radio Saclepea and Nimba D-9 TV for always affording us the opportunity. Welcome, Father, say we support Honorable Samuel Gombe Koga. I tell you. So thanks to all of you. You're going to be watching. If you haven't followed Nimba D-9 TV, you have to do as soon as possible because we will be conducting a street opinion poll. Either the towns in District number 9, in Nimba County, in each of those cities, will be conducting a street opinion poll among those candidates who need are circulating to contest in the upcoming senatorial by-election. Maybe shortly you'll see some from me on the street of Saclepea, where it will be asking the citizens, the marketeers, and all of you. Have yourself a wonderful time. It's been a lovely time in your company. I have been incredible Uriah Guad, alongside Gonkano Lawrence to play Mellish ball with this very splendid edition of Talking Point. Have yourself a lovely, lovely time. Bye-bye. We understood there's a situation there in Douai. We hope to make our way there to give the information as well as it unfolds. I tell you, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful time. Bye-bye, and catch us tomorrow as we will be discussing some interesting topics again. Have yourself a wonderful time, and bye-bye from my end. Take care.
And there's so many happenings in our community and country, ranging from politics, education, religion, peace and security, and social economic issues. But a brief perspective on the Talking Point in your favorite community radio station.